by Adrienne Santos-Longhurst. Like most good things, cannabidiol, CBD, oil will eventually expire. The CBD oil shelf life is usually 1 to 2 years. Here's a closer look at what affects the CBD oil shelf life and what you can do to keep yours fresh. The CBD oil shelf life depends on a number of factors, from the quality and ingredients to storage. Knowing these factors can help you choose products that will last longer. It can also help you extend shelf life and give you even more bang for your buck. CBD oil shelf life, here are the big ones. Quality. Unsurprisingly, higher quality products tend to last longer. This depends on things like the growing conditions and the quality of the plants, as well as the quality of all other ingredients. What is in CBD oil is important because each ingredient, like flavorings, has its own shelf life that can affect the shelf life of the overall product. Less is usually more when it comes to the shelf life of CBD oil, so be sure to read the product label and certificate of analysis, COA. Extraction process. The carbon dioxide extraction method is considered the gold standard. It maximizes the CBD content, and other cannabinoids if we are talking about full-spectrum or broad-spectrum CBD oil, extracted from the plant during extraction. It also keeps the connection stable. Packaging. These amber bottles aren't just for looks. CBD oil lasts longer in dark, airtight glass containers. Proper packaging will help protect the oil from exposure to air and sunlight. Warehouse. Research shows that heat and light accelerate CBD breakdown, which is why proper storage is important. Ideal conditions can help CBD oil retain its potency and freshness longer. The bottle should have an expiration date on it, which will give you an idea of whether or not it has passed its flowering period. However, best before dates are not an exact science. Labels can fall off and sometimes you just don't want to put on your glasses to read the fine print. This is where your senses come into play. CBD oil shelf life. Here are signs that CBD oil shelf life has gone bad. It smells funky. Actually more of this. Fresh CBD oil should be earthy and not smell unpleasant in any way. It's thick and cloudy. This is not to be confused with cloudy, which can happen if the oil has been left in a cold room or refrigerator. A few minutes at room temperature should clear any cloudiness and return the oil to its natural viscosity and color. Otherwise, thickness and darkness are signs of degradation. It tastes rancid. Unless artificially flavored, CBD oil is usually described as tasting nutty, earthy, or grassy. Even if you don't like these flavors, the taste should still be tasty. Expired CBD oil, on the other hand, is seasoned like most other oils that have seen better days. Expired CBD oil is unlikely to make you sick. In fact, it probably won't do much. Over time, cannabinoids begin to degrade and become less potent. This means that if you use expired CBD oil, you will not get the full therapeutic effects of the product. CBD oil is sensitive to changes in oxygen, light, and temperature, making proper storage a must if you want to keep its potency and freshness. A good rule of thumb when storing CBD oil is to treat it like you would any other oil. Think olive oil, coconut oil, and other cooking oil. This means protecting the oil from excess light, heat, and air, starting with the correct container. Good quality CBD oil is usually packaged in medical, airtight, dark glass bottles, and for good reason. The dark glass reduces exposure to light and helps with temperature control. The lid keeps out excess oxygen and other potential contaminants, all of which can affect freshness and speed up deterioration. In addition to storing it in the correct container, here are a few more tips that will help keep your CBD oil fresh. Store CBD oil in the original packaging to avoid unnecessary air exposure. Store oil at room temperature. which is typically 16 to 21 degrees Celsius, 60 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Store the oil in a dark place without light, e.g., in a pantry, cupboard or cupboard. Keep oil away from potential sources of heat or cold such as windows, radiators, air conditioners, and stoves. Use a clean dropper or spoon every time you ingest CBD oil to avoid bacteria and other contaminants from getting into the bottle. Always make sure to close the bottle properly after use to keep the air out. CBD oil will expire, but its typical shelf life should be sufficient, even if you don't take it. Choosing a good quality product and storing it properly will keep its freshness and effectiveness longer. If you happen to dig up a forgotten bottle of Adrienne Santos-Longhurst is a Canada-based freelance writer and writer who has been writing extensively on health and lifestyle for more than a decade. When not hiding in her writing shed doing an article research or interviewing medical professionals, she can frolic around her beach town with husband and dogs in tow or paddle on the lake to master the stand-up paddle. Check our CBD affiliate marketplace. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.